John. So it's David here. Just a quick overview of who I am. I'm a copywriter, and I'm also helping you grow your sales on Thread. And I have a paid product as well, where I go where I do a deep dive on how you should create your sales page for Threads. But yeah, I just couldn't resist to do a live analysis on Alex Hormozi's book launch, which just broke the world record. He outsold Prince Harry, who already had a big record of 1.4 million book sales, but I think Hormozi had 2.8 million, so it's almost double that in the non-fiction category. So yeah, this is like we're writing history, so I had to go and do a deep dive on it. So quick things how I structure this presentation is that first we are going to look at what is about to fold, meaning what is, if you are on a normal desktop screen or on mobile, what is displayed to you where you don't need to scroll. Because once you scroll, that introduces more friction, and some people will not scroll. So whatever you include above the fold is the most important part of your sales page. So let's get started. As context here, so this sales page was introduced during the webinar launch, so it is for a warm audience, meaning people already know him and trust him. It's a lot different when you do a sales page for cold audience, for people who don't know you and don't trust you. So there you need to do things differently. You need to build more trust. You need to explain things more, and use more storytelling as well. But let's have a look at what he is doing here. So he actually has two sales pages. This is the second one. So after the webinar, he changed the sales page to this one. The big change here is that he included a video sales letter that describes his offer and handles objections. So that's a big change. I think, to be honest, is that he's also running ads. So if you take a look here, he has 16 ads running right now to his sales page. So usually sales pages create a lot more trust and convert better for cold audiences. So I think that's why he introduced this video sales letter. Before that, he only had this. I think this picture, which is also really good. It showcases the two books. This is the main book that you have heard about how to make money. So that's it, but he really tries to sell you this one. So what do we have here above the fold? The key element here is the banner, and it's quite difficult to miss this big red countdown timer. So this really creates urgency for people who are on the fence on whether they should take action today or tomorrow. So you only have 12 hours left. So after that, you cannot buy this thing. So this really increases sales page conversions. If you don't have it, then I recommend to have some sort of urgency introducing copywriting tactic. The other thing that's interesting here is that he also has the company brand here on the top left corner. So this is his brand. And also quite good that he has a call to action button here on the top right. Buy the bundle. So he has actually above the fold two call to action buttons. And the top right corner is a frequently visited area. So he wanted to use it for you to see. You can click on it and then come to the main offer. So that's the key idea here. And there is no like menu navigation so that you can navigate away from the page. You can just buy this thing, and that's introduces low friction. It's very focused, and that's how he can sell a lot. Okay, so what else is here? What stands out for me is the headline and the subheadline. Now, if it was for a cold audience, a transformation benefit-driven headline on how to make money is not very strong, but how to use the 100 million money models to scale your company in 90 days to, I don't know, 100 million, that would be a really big benefit for people to get. But instead here, what he's using, again, to a warm audience, he just introduces the name of the book. And the subheadline, he doesn't have no objections. He just reintroduces, the book bundle and what you get. So that is really what he did here. So that's the difference between warm and cold audiences. One other thing that really stands out for me is that he immediately below the headline introduces social proof. This is very powerful. Like, look at it, 30,000 ratings. Like, if you're wondering, whether this book will be good or not, well, this kind of like tells you that the previous books have been good, so probably this is gonna be really good as well. So this is a very smart tactic here. The next one is the featured list. So what is the main offer here? Like, I knew about this book, but his main offer that he's trying to sell, which is highlighted in green, is this $6,000 package. There is no doubt about it. And what is very interesting is that he is also including a lower price option. Usually when you have a sales page, you try to sell one thing so that there is no friction. It's clear people only need to make one decision, buy or not buy. It's not about buying this, or another thing, but only one, and that increases conversions by threefold. So if you only have one. If you introduce one more thing, then the conversions drop by a third. So what is interesting here is that it's price anchoring the $6,000 to the $30 option. So, after looking at this, this $30 book feels like peanuts. So compared to the 6,000, so he gets a lot more sales this way by price anchoring the 30 to the 6,000. So that's a really good tactic as well. And the next thing is the featured list. So here he doesn't really go in detail into the benefits. He just clarifies what you get in a quick list, and he highlights. He bolds out the keywords, like you get a playbook, a workshop, an AI, a book, and physical copies. So that is really good way for someone who just skims. So if you can do that, then I definitely recommend you to do, to highlight these things. And another interesting option here is that you don't need to pay right now 6,000. Like, he has an option for people who only can pay $250 per month. So he doesn't lose those people who don't want to pay in full $6,000, but can pay in a monthly option. And what else is here? So you see, how is text proof. So again, he makes it very visual. So some people don't even have like an ebook cover for the digital products. Well, he actually printed them out. So it's not even like, here it's only like it's ChatGPT could make this booklet, but he actually has the physical thing. So this creates a lot of proof and makes it tangible. What you get is tangible, right? So it increases that. Here is stacking proof on how many materials you went through to create this. This is what you get. Again, there is some AI element to it, which is trending now. So it's good to have AI elements to your product. You also get a workshop, and then it's the book again. So that is above the fold, and this is like these are the key things that you can include on your sales page. So as a recap, have an urgency banner, have a clear CTA. Although buy 100 million bundle is the word buy, I would probably use invest. It's like has a buying is when you include the word buy. It's some people don't really like it, but when you frame it as invest, then it's something that has a return. So that increases the conversions when you have that call to action button as well. So, and as a recap, again, he has the headline, he has some social proof here, he lists the benefits here, and he has a payment option, and then he has like some kind of price anchoring, so that more people buy it who cannot afford the $6,000 option. So what is below the fold? So let's have a look. 100 million money models advanced implementation playbook. So again, there's nothing really new about it. I would mention how many implementation playbooks are here, just to add, stack value. Like if it's two implementation playbooks, it's not as valuable as 12. And then ends Monday forever. So he again reiterates that is the urgency for you to buy. And this can later pay for itself. It's a complete tax write-off because it's a donation. So what he's doing here is handling an objection of what if this whole book is not really worth it? Well, you can still write it off as tax, so it's not going to be an expense for you as a business owner. So that is a really strong objection handling here, right below the fold. And if we come to the next part, again, third time that you see that the offer ends again, and he reiterates it's a tax write-off. And he's calling out another group. So this is interesting that if you are starting out, is probably the larger population of his followers and who buy his product. So he even includes a gift for them, which are included here. And this is just really good. He's building goodwill, he's building his brand, he's building trust with people who are starting out. If you're starting out, you may not want to pay $6,000, and you probably also don't have a business where you can write the cost off. So he also created something valuable for people who are just starting out, beginners. So this is very interesting because there were two sales pages here. So the first sales page was introduced during the webinar, and there's this sales page that we are looking at right now was introduced after the webinar. So the first sales page that was introduced during the live event, the second, like as you scroll down from immediately you were introduced to the testimonials, so social proof. And notice that these testimonials in both pages, I guess a very strong move to start with testimonials, because that some people may be wondering, like, well, does it work for me as well, for others, or it just worked for Alex or Hormozi? But if you look at these, then you clearly see that it works for other businesses as well. So it's like very strong social proof, and this is not like the kind of testimonials that you can see in other places. Oh yeah, that Alex Hormozi's or this product was amazing. But these are really number-driven, result-oriented testimonials. So those are really strong because it paints a picture in your mind that if you use this product, but you can actually have some tangible results, not just feel good about it. So these are very strong testimonials. And he has also a legal disclaimer here. So he had some lawsuits. So it's really good to include this legal disclaimer. But for me, to be honest, when he includes this, it doesn't really reduce the value from this product. It even increases value because I trust him more, that he clarifies that, these results, not everyone may achieve them, but these people did. So that's really good. And one more thing here is that the headline, results from business owners we have helped. So it just would make it a lot stronger if he clarified how many business owners he had. Like here, he says, but 30,000 ratings. So just mentioning how many business owners he had, like maybe he has 1,026. Just mentioning that number, that specific number, would make these testimonial sections so much stronger. So I would probably include that here. And after the testimonials, like I would put like a call to action button here as well, so that people can take action who are convinced that this is gonna work for them. So then we come to a story. Okay, so again, this is a change from what was before, because before we had when it was only to warm audience, we had this section, and he went into the products. So he didn't have this story. So I think he has this story right now because he is running this sales page to those 16 ads. So he's attracting cold audience as well right now. And then he introduces his offer, which is really good. So here he mentioned that it's 12 physical playbooks, which he didn't mention above. It's not digital. Oh, that's also very interesting, right? So it is a tangible thing that you get. It's not just a digital, like an ebook. He even clarifies that in case someone has this objection that it's just a download. And I think this is also a little bit different. So let's have a look. But this is not some. Okay, here in the previous version, he didn't mention that it's physical, like it's non-digital. But you can see all the value here. So all the books are stacked here. So that's good. So I'm not going to go into detail in everything, but he mentions as proof that 35,000 advisory clients. So that's gives a price anchor on how much one book is worth. And then you go into his system. So it starts with lead generation. So that's the most valuable part of his system. And he has a call to action button here. So that's really good. Because people who click here, again, come back and can buy. So that's really good. And yeah, so I will not go into details here, really. But the kind of social proof he has here, like how many people he has there, and more proof it works. So okay, let's just take a second here. So she's a 19-year-old. So this is not Alex Hormozi's ideal audience here, target audience. This is someone who is probably how to say it, like it's not like the ideal audience is someone who, like, if even like a 19-year-old Gen Z could do it, then a higher level business owners should be able to get these results as well. So this is a very interesting social proof here that he included, which is not his target audience, but probably someone who is on the bottom range of his target audience. So that's very interesting. Sales system. So again, yeah, he included below the headline these buy buttons, which is very good. I don't remember if he had that. Yeah, he had that here as well. It's very, very good. Yeah, so social proof is a little bit different in each page. So that's yeah, he could standardize that, but it's a very solid one. So okay, so this is interesting. why this works across industries, why this works at any size. So this is also something new that he didn't have here in the old sales page, because after the delivery system, the profit system, you came to the AI tool. So again, notice what the difference was to cold audiences. So he again handles objections, why it works to both these ideal buyer types. And now you come to the bonuses, there's the AI, the workshop, and at this point, you're reading his products and his offer and his bonuses. You may wonder, this is a lot. What am I really exactly getting? So again, cost of waiting here. So I would expect some sort of like summary page section. Again, and there's objection, why it's practically free. I guess you can write off. Yeah, practically free, deductible. You can sell the books. Use book codes as lead magnets, so you can make the money back in different ways. So again, handles objection, and this is like the summary, what's included page. So in case you were wondering like what exactly am I getting, this is very clear now. And then he has the frequently asked questions. So this is where you handle objections again. And the more the product costs, the longer, the more questions people are going to have. So this is a long one. And then, this is the conclusion. One more thing is that he mentioned the urgency quite a lot of times, but usually what people do on a sales page is that they quickly scroll to the bottom. So what you want to do here is that you also have some sort of urgency here, like maybe a countdown timer, or just mention that the offer ends on Monday, because this is also a very frequently visited place on your sales page. So he doesn't have that right now. But all in all, like, it's a very solid sales page, and I think we can learn a lot from it. Yeah, and use it for your online business as well. Whatever we discussed here, the key elements from what was above the fold, and as a recap, what was below the fold is very different for cold traffic and warm traffic. So that is key. But as a recap for warm traffic, because that's probably what you're gonna have, right? So for that, you need to include the social proof that we had here, and I'm just gonna hide this, the social proof, and yeah, your description of your products. And for each section of the products, he has these book covers, but also he has a proof. So notice how many ways he ties in the proof everywhere, and he handles objections as well. So this is a really good sales page. And the one that goes for cold traffic, it's even more detailed. So he handles a lot more objections. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you liked it, and give me a thumb up on YouTube if you liked it. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.